Hey everyone, we're the Anime Bugs. I'm Az.
J.
Yes, and this is what is this? Introducing the Honkai-verse, as you guys had requested. I mean, I was pretty surprised seeing the positive reception on the video to Will of the Herrscher, and it made me excited to watch more of this because you guys are really hyping the whole story and everything, and how it's so much better than Genshin and whatnot. So
Oh, okay, that's why.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Genshin is so
I mean, I'm
popular.
not throwing shade because I don't know anything about Honkai or Genshin, so I have no idea. I'm just going on by your own comments.
For fandom fighting.
Yeah.
Fandom
So right, so we watched that Will of the Herrscher. So apparently I mean, that was a cutscene from the third game. This is the third game. And we didn't really understand what it was. So people have recommended that we watch this. This apparently explains most of the basic stuff before going into the main story. We'll be checking this video out only, and after that we'll be checking out the additional cutscenes that you guys had, put in the comments. There was some playlist. I'll check them out later. But for now, this will be just an explanatory video that we'll be reacting to, and we'll try to figure out how good this world is and what all we can draw from it. And then this will also be very useful for the cutscenes that will happen later, because it's not just I don't want to just react to it. I want to understand it. That's what we enjoy the most.
I have a question. It's a Honkai Impact and then there's Genshin Impact. Is it the
Impact.
same universe?
No, it's completely different games. Just like ReZero and Fate Zero, it's not the same studio.
Oh, it's just a coincidence.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. But it's definitely different. And apparently, all the cutscenes are made by by some studio that is working directly with MiHoYo Honkai, or whatever the studio is.
Oh, okay.
After this, I'm going to check out what this game is actually. Before
Yeah.
after I watch this,
I'm also curious about. This is a mobile game, right?
I'm not sure.
This is a JRPG game. So
Yes,
yeah,
actually,
I'm curious
I
about
will
these
check
kind
it
of
out.
games.
One
Yeah.
second. What is Honkai Impact? Okay, it's a free to play mobile game, but I think the main appeal for the game is the world, the universe that it has created, right, and all the characters, just like with FGO.
No, you can play it. It's a PC game as well.
Yeah, but I'm not interested in the game. I'm interested in what the lore and everything is, because that's how I'm justifying us watching this, because this is not a game reaction, right? We're not that kind of a channel. I'm just exploring different worlds, characters.
Yeah.
Uh,
This is close to anime.
yeah, so it'll help us, appreciate. I mean, since it's based off of anime, it is part of that universe and all.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be fun to compare it with something like FGO. Anyway, enough excuses. Let's go. I have no idea what to expect from this. Honestly, this is the first time watching something like this. Tech Otaku save the world.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Greetings, Captains. Welcome to the Honkai Operation Center. Have you wondered where the Valkyries came from?
Wait,
What are they fighting for?
One second.
This feels like a
Like an introduction.
instruction manual.
Yeah. Before the game start.
Hmm.
Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Let's check it out.
The experience.
Greetings, Captains. Welcome to the Honkai Operation Center. Have you wondered where the Valkyries
So the Valkyries are
came
the
from?
warriors.
What are they fighting for? And what exactly does
Yes,
Honkai
please
mean?
enlighten
We
me.
will be diving into the history and worldview of
Okay,
Honkai Impact
okay,
throughout this
okay.
series. Today is a basic
Who-
introduction to the
who is
prequel
this
of the
made
entire
for?
It's
story.
nice.
Throughout history, the struggle between
What is
mankind and nature
going
has
on?
never ceased. The Honkai-verse is based on a parallel universe that
One second. Yeah, so I really like that the studio is explaining this and not some other YouTube video. And I think they're inserting some kind of some jokes here and there, because
Yeah.
tech
what the
otakus
heck?
will save the world.
Yeah.
And then
And
the
then the
a painting.
the
Is
painting.
this the Michelangelo painting?
Yeah, it's the Michelangelo painting. Yeah, the
Okay.
one on in the church.
I think I missed. Okay. So before I pause this, there'll be a lot of pausing and going back and forth, because this is not a music video or an anime. So please
You're trying to
bear
understand.
bear with us.
Yeah.
I think I missed something important here.
we will be diving into the history and worldview of Honkai Impact throughout this series.
Okay, key
Today
events.
is a basic introduction to the prequel of the entire story.
This is the first two
Throughout
parts.
history, the struggle between mankind and nature has never ceased. The
Okay.
Honkai-verse is based on a parallel universe that reiterates
Mankind
this
and
conflict,
nature. Okay.
humanity's struggle against the Honkai. But what is the Honkai? We don't know exactly where it's from, but it's a force of chaos that existed from the beginning of time.
Okay.
It wants to destroy human civilization. And when human technology advances, it grows stronger.
The Reapers.
Honkai have tried to
Yeah.
destroy us through creating supernatural disasters,
Oh.
monsters, and plagues, and giving birth to Herschers, godlike beings who can
Her.
bend physical laws.
Okay.
In the Honkai-verse, humanity has already established a high-tech global civilization 50,000 years ago.
Pause.
Ooh,
Okay.
This is giving a Mass Effect
Okay.
vibes.
So, mankind versus nature, all right, the natural disasters and everything. Um, History has been mostly mankind versus mankind, and the quest for conquering. But
In a
it's
parallel universe.
but fine. We are replacing the term nature with the Honkai, right? The Honkai is a substitute for that word, and
Mhm.
it's more deliberate. Like it's not nature. It's nature,
It's a thing.
sentient being. Yeah.
Sentient being.
And one second, what was it?
This is also a previous era. So.
Yeah. So it's a parallel universe. It's a force of chaos. Okay, chaos. Like
Entropy.
entropy. Yeah,
Mhm.
exists from the beginning of time. All right.
Mhm.
And this is directly from Mass Effect. I'm guessing it's at least it's inspired from when humanity technology, but they were harvesting humans. This is not the same thing.
Yeah.
It's more like it grows stronger when technology advances. Like, is it ethereal? Is it physical manifestation of something, or is it omniscient? Like what
Yeah.
is Honkai? I'm still not.
Even they don't know what Honkai is.
That's a very nice way to explain away certain plot holes.
Because they want us to understand, they don't want to give us all the answers, right?
Yeah, they've tried to destroy us through supernatural disasters, monsters, and plagues. Okay, so the big events that have happened are all, orchestrated by the Honkai. And they gave birth to Herschers to carry out this, I'm guessing.
Which is like wait,
Who can
no,
bend
the
physical laws.
collectors.
Yeah. So it's like the tools of their will.
Who can bend
Right.
physical laws. Yeah, the Honkai has been bending physical laws,
I'm
like
guessing-
causing disasters and stuff.
So was it May that we saw in the third one, or is it someone new? I'm not sure. So
No, I think she was
so
possessed
that was the
by-
will of the Herscher. Yeah, some people had explained something what exactly that was. I'm not sure I remember.
I think like these are actual characters because they have names, and I think the Herschers have possessed them or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Someone said something similar also.
Mhm.
All right, let's go.
Modern humans refer to this civilization as the previous era. Unfortunately, those high-tech humans
So
in
that means the
previous
Honkai is very
era
powerful right
lost
now.
the war and were defeated by the Honkai. The previous era was
Oh.
destroyed, but some humans survived to rebuild human civilization. This brings us to the current era.
Yep.
Of course,
And civilization
Honkai wants
started
to
again.
destroy humanity,
Mhm.
so they didn't leave us in peace,
Yep.
even in the current era. 2717 BC.
So like Horizon Zero Dawn. Right, the remnants of a
Mass Effect and it's also like
It's also like Mass Effect.
Yeah.
But it's your same race, right?
Mhm.
A super advanced civilization was destroyed because it hit that threshold beyond it which it could not go. It's the type 2, type 3 civilization. Okay, I'm going way out of.
But it's
I'm not sure if
inspired by some other games.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm very much familiar with these themes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait. What?
holy shit. Okay, so basically it's saying that assume that this is the alternate timeline. Okay, this Earth that we are living in currently, and there was an ancient civilization.
The previous
50,000 years ago, and they were
previous
destroyed, and then humanity rose from the ashes again.
Mhm.
And we think that was humanity's actual rise. But if you have played Horizon Zero Dawn, there are remnants of the technology which scientists cannot explain
Yeah,
because
exactly.
there was a race like that. So it's
Yeah.
like a cycle, right? Just like in Mass Effect, where people thought that the Protheans built. Okay, spoilers for Mass Effect.
Dude, what the heck?
Spoilers for Mass Effect. I'm not sure how many of you have yet to play.
Yeah.
Our audience is very small. Anyway, so they built the citadel, right? But that was a lie. Okay, it was
Mhm.
something more ancient,
Yeah.
similar to this. I wonder if it's something similar because the current era looks very much similar to our own history, right?
2717 BC was the date of the
2717
earliest
BC.
record of the Honkai beast attacks. Fortunately, gifted human warriors such as Ji
This
Xuanyan
is really
helped us
interesting.
defeat
I was not
these
expecting
early
this.
Honkai monsters. But Ji Xuanyan disappeared into the seas after an expedition to defeat the giant Honkai beast Triol. To defend humanity against the Honkai, a religious organization known as the Shiksal rose
Alright.
after the fall of the Roman Empire. Shiksal was led by an overseer, usually a member of the
Okay, a lot of world
This
building
is
here.
yeah. I honestly wasn't expecting that. I just thought that cute girls, mecha stuff, something like that. That was the game.
Exactly. But that's just
honestly.
like a surface level appeal.
And that's why I
But
love
there's,
Japan so much.
Yeah.
Okay. So most of these Honkai monsters resemble real life monsters, but there are some cybernetic attachments to them. All right.
Yeah, it's like makes sense because technology had advanced, and so had the Honkai.
So I'm guessing the Honkai, after defeating those civilizations, they harvested the technology definitely to grow stronger. That's why it mentions, and they are using mostly natural disasters and monsters, so that maybe their identity is not revealed very easily. They're using proxies
Yeah.
to fight their war.
A religious organization known as the Shiksal rose after the fall of the Roman Empire.
Religious
Shiksal was
organizations are
led by an
always sus.
overseer,
Oh, look at
usually
the
a member of the
eye.
Apocalypse
Like
family, who
Illuminati.
established Shiksal. It helped create the feudal order by helping various European princes gain power. They also developed crude Honkai-powered weapons and initiated
One
the
second, one more
Honkai
time.
Apocalypse family, who established Shiksal.
What is the Apocalypse family?
It helped create the feudal order
Caribbean power.
by helping various European princes gain power. They also developed
similar to
crude
our history.
Honkai-powered weapons and initiated the Honkai Crusades. The feudal armies of Europe fought the
Like the
Honkai,
Crusade.
defeating them in many battles and reclaiming lost lands. To increase its
Yep.
power, Shiksal also recruited and trained its own military. The Valkyrie Order is the most famous Shiksal fighting force, and a legendary Valkyrie is Kalan of House Kaslana. The Kaslanas are a family of knights known for their prowess in fighting the Honkai. Kalan's most powerful weapon is the Oath of Judah, an artifact from the previous era that was very
So
effective
much
against the Honkai.
religious.
Okay, so we have something like I like how they are using the known history and slightly changing it for this alternate timeline, so that key events still happened, but it happened differently because there was the existence of the Honkai instead of natural disasters
Yep,
that are
yep.
in our actual universe or world. So this guy established it. So religious power is very much prominent, just like in our history. There is the Crusade, and then there are these knights, especially who are called the Valkyries, deriving from Norse mythology, right? The Valkyries.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Vikings era.
Mm.
All right, and then there's this one.
We're not that familiar with history to point things out. I don't know if Oath of Judah is an actual, you know.
Yeah, I really don't know history.
Yeah.
Kaslanas are a family of knights known for their prowess in height. Okay. Kalan, right? She's the most prominent in the Kaslanas.
The religious symbolism makes it look like they're fighting dark forces.
Yeah, because at that time, right, religion had a lot of influence. So everything was tied to religion. And obviously they would be seen as dark forces because these threats, unknown threats.
Yeah, exactly.
So the church must have a lot of power.
Is the Oath of Judah, an artifact from the previous era that was very effective against the Honkai.
Using
However,
that
many
technology.
things happened in the year 1470. Honkai created an infectious virus that caused
That
the Great
Black
Plague,
Plague.
and killed millions
Yeah.
throughout Europe. But Shiksal did not focus on treating the plague. Instead, the leaders wanted to dominate the Eurasian continent and declared
course.
war against the Ming Empire of China. The war ended with
Bruh.
Shiksal's defeat in 1475. To pay for the losses, Shiksal increased taxes and took money from the poor. These bad decisions only made Shiksal even less popular.
What the heck am I
Shiksal
watching?
tried to recover from its defeat, the Great Plague continued to claim lives. Otto Apocalypse, a younger son of Shiksal's ruling dynasty of House Apocalypse, managed to develop a cure in 1475.
And pause. Okay. This is a free to play mobile game. What the heck? Okay.
To think that they put so much effort into this.
Seriously. I mean, I'm not even commenting on the drawings, but yeah.
The heir to the seat
Right.
of Overseer, Otto's discovery increased his popularity. The deaths of his father
Okay.
and brothers allowed him to become the new Overseer. Since then, human technology continued to grow. Everyone thought Honkai was gone, but the first Honkai eruption took place in 1952 and
1952.
destroyed the entirety of Berlin. The eruption gave birth to the first Herrscher.
All right. So technology moved along similar lines compared to our world, from what I saw in timeline just now.
They didn't mention any wars.
Yeah, because I'm guessing humanity continued to grow, but that growth was mostly aided by World War One and Two, right? The cannons
But the
and
war is such an
yeah,
big
the age
historical
of
event,
industrialization.
yeah.
So I'm not sure.
That's the time when Honkais would attack.
So I'm guessing that's a proxy for this. I mean, instead of World War One and Two, we have the Honkai attacking, but that happened much later in 1952. I'm not sure if this is a jab because Japan draws a lot of I mean a lot of its story, at least in anime. I see the references to the atomic bomb even in Hunter x Hunter.
1947, I'm not sure.
I think a big appeal of the show is for at least for people who want to know history.
1945.
Right. So since it's very much tied to history, like it's very interesting to see how an alternate universe with this kind of a fictional setting, how it influenced.
Yeah, because in Mass Effect we see this in the whole universe thing, but we never see it in human history.
People
That's
are always
really
curious
interesting.
about alternate histories. What if Hitler had survived? What if this had happened? How would our
Yeah.
history be,
Yeah.
etc.
A powerful godlike being capable of bending physical
Okay, so I'm
laws.
guessing this was part one.
Jigsaw, which has become a rather secretive organization by now, quickly
Okay.
overpowered and captured the Herrscher for research. But
Okay.
Jigsaw scientists failed to find out anything. The first Herrscher was then transferred to a Jigsaw lab in London for additional inquiry. It was there that the first Herrscher was given the name Welt by the resident scientists Einstein and
Oh,
Tesla.
they became friends. Shixel has become a secretive organization. It's been around 500, 600 years since then, right? Codenamed BSL-4. And they overpowered and captured the Herscher. So I'm guessing the first Herscher was kind of a baby, right? Like the person probably didn't even know what his goal was.
Is that Einstein?
Hope not. The thing that takes me off out of anime is
Yeah.
these scientists and leaders are just cute girls, kids.
Yeah,
That's
I can't
what
take the
anime
design.
does.
Like, it's such a good story, but because I mean, I understand the company had to market it, with cute anime girls and stuff, but kind of pulls you out of the immersion a little bit.
So his name is Welt now.
Oh yeah, those are the two scientists.
Oh my God,
Einstein and Tesla. Tesla has no.
Tesla. Wait,
Tesla has no
Tesla?
mustache.
Nikola Tesla?
Yeah, where's the mustache? Come on, why did they take that out?
Scientists and leadership of the North America branch. Okay.
Already very displeased with Otto's militaristic leadership.
Okay.
Some even doubted Otto's willingness to eradicate the Honkai.
Wait. How is Otto still alive?
Who's Otto?
The youngest who came to power,
Oh, okay.
that guy. How is he still alive?
These differences eventually led to the independence of the entire branch, which renamed themselves Anti-Entropy in 1955.
Okay, so that's the anti-entropy. All right, so he became a military leader. There was a split between the faction inside the faction, and one of them. So who became the anti-entropy? The ones who want to eradicate
Otto's
the Honkai.
willingness to eradicate the Honkai.
The ones that.
These differences eventually led to the independence of the entire branch, which renamed themselves
Yeah, which
Anti-Entropy
branch, though?
in 1955. Unlike Jigsaw, which relied on Valkyries
Yeah, okay.
as its elite
So they
warriors,
split from this.
Anti-Entropy designed and built Honkai-powered mechs.
Okay, so the anti-entropy are using the Honkai, right? They don't want to destroy the first Herscher, and the or am I mixing it up?
Yeah, it's getting a little confusing.
The Shixel always had relied on the Valkyries as elite warriors, but since the first Herscher came, they are now using him, or I don't know in what way, directly or indirectly, to power their mech. So this is like two factions split, and they're using different methods
Yeah, they
to
said
advance.
the Honkai gave birth to Herschers. So it must be some kind of a Honkai variant or something.
Valkyries as its elite warriors, Anti-Entropy designed and built Honkai-powered mechs.
So the anti-entropy that we saw in the
The
cinematic
game, yeah.
was the other faction. Okay.
The second Honkai eruption
Makes
happened
sense,
in
right?
2000 and destroyed Siberia and the Russian Far East.
All right.
It turned out that Jigsaw were performing many inhumane experiments on Honkai-resistant children. One of
Okay.
them, Siren, awakened and acquired Herrscher powers and proceeded to take revenge against those who tested on her and her friends.
So that was the second.
Jigsaw
Herrscher.
You saw
mobilized
her
hundreds
in
of
the
Valkyries
beginning.
and depleted
No.
its
1
entire
second. This is before all that.
her and her friends. Jigsaw mobilized hundreds of Valkyries and depleted its entire arsenal of Honkai fission missiles to defeat this foe.
But they did defeat her.
Many Valkyries fell in battle, including Cecilia Shariak, reputedly the best Valkyrie of Jigsaw.
Okay.
14 years later, in 2014, a minor Honkai eruption, referred to as an outbreak, took place in Nagazora. The outbreak wiped out the entire city and transformed many into zombies. The cause was
Okay.
the partial awakening of May Raiden, the third Herrscher,
Partial
due to
awakening.
implantation of a
A
Herrscher
lot of these
gem.
explosions
The
are happening
Nagazora
in
outbreak
random
was contained by
places.
Jigsaw Far East Branch, led by Teresa
Wait.
Apocalypse.
How are these Hershers being formed? The first one was formed by Honkai, but the second was done through experimentation on Honkai resistant children by the Shixel, right? And the third one also feels like it
What
was
do you mean third one? There were only two.
this one. The third one was
Oh, okay, it's
partial.
of May Raiden, the third Herrscher, due to an implantation of a Herrscher gem.
What is a Herscher gem?
Like they are trying to exploit the powers of the Herscher, right? They saw the first Herscher and saw how much, because it's always humanity chasing after weapons, right?
Mhm.
Anything that they can weaponize, so it's probably because of that. So it's basically
That's leading
humanity
to their
screwing
own
itself.
doom. Yeah.
The Nagazora outbreak was contained by Sheik's Far East branch, led by Teresa Apocalypse.
All right.
Can't take
The
these
few
characters'
survivors of
lines,
the
man.
event, Kiana Kaslana,
Seriously.
May Raiden, and Bronya Zajcek, were then enrolled in St. Freya High School, a
Okay.
Valkyrie training school built by
Kaslana is the
Apocalypse.
family line
The few survivors
of
of the
that
event,
one Valkyrie, right?
Kiana Kaslana, May Raiden, and Bronya Zajcek,
May Raiden. Wait, wasn't she the
That's the
third
partial
one?
awakening. Third Herscher, yeah.
okay?
were then enrolled in St. Freya High School, a Valkyrie training school built by Teresa Apocalypse after the Second Honkai War.
Okay.
Now we can finally move on to the events in the game itself.
All right.
Honkai Impact Third starts in the year 2016.
Impact Third.
You are the captain of the flying battleship Hyperion of Sheik's Far East
Far East branch. Okay.
You will lead Kiana Kaslana, a brash and hot-headed Valkyrie trainee, and her other friends into battle. We hope this provides a basic understanding of the important events and forces of Honkai Universe.
Mhm.
The rest of the history will continue in future episodes, following the life of Kiana, May, Bronya, and other Valkyries in the Honkai-verse.
Okay.
That was 6 minutes long.
Is it over?
It felt like 20 minutes because you pausing in between and.
Well, if I just keep on going, I won't understand anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
I
the so
can't-
May Raiden was the one we saw, right? And wait, who did we see? I want to check out Will of the Herrscher now that I know, and see if I can figure things out. Okay, so we're just going to watch the Will of the Herrscher again off camera, and let's see if we can find some things. Okay, so
have
it is
not
the
seen
white-haired one.
Which one?
It's her. Who was she?
You will lead Kiana Kaslana, a brash and hot-headed Valkyrie trainee, and her other friends into battle.
Wait.
It's not her.
No. Why do we still have Valkyrie? Who are we following?
Look, I'll explain.
Anti-entropy are different.
See, there's the Shixel, which got split into
Two
the
branches.
Shixel that is still there, and the
Anti-entropy.
anti-entropy. Okay, the anti-entropy are the ones who are
Who have
using
weapons.
weapons.
Honkai weapons.
Okay, and this is the far east branch of the Shixel, which suppressed the partial awakening of the third Herscher.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we are a pilot in that far east branch, and now we have suppressed this Herscher, just like the first one and the second one, I'm guessing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the second one was defeated, right? So the first one and the third one. Okay, so now the third one, whose name is May.
Wait, what about the one that went? That wanted revenge.
Yeah, she got defeated. A lot of sacrifice was
Okay.
done to defeat her.
One more thing. Are the
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie? Are the Valkyrie human or
Yeah, they're the powerful warriors, right? Who were the best defense against the Honkai.
how
Back
are they
then.
like artificially constructed?
I'm not sure. Maybe they were the training or some kind of
Yeah, because they're obviously
booster in through their blood, some drugs or something.
Yeah, because why are they high school girls?
Because young cadets need to go under military training from a young age.
Yeah, but why girls?
I'm not sure. that's where I give up. So we're following Kiana Kaslana, who I'm assuming that she is the same character here, because they look very similar. Unless because I'm colorblind, I can't tell if this is the same hair color, because you saw.
No, it's not the same character.
No, it is. This is definitely her.
Look
This
at
is
the eye.
This is definitely
Oh
her.
yeah, she does transform in between. I mean her eye color changes.
Yeah. So it's interesting that she was the partial awakening, right? This was married, and we're following her, Kiana Kaslana, who becomes, I'm guessing, the Herscher. Right, right over here. Yeah, same iris color also.
What happened on contact?
It's the same.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's
Yeah, the
different, it's
glove is also the same. Yeah, so she transformed into, I'm guessing, the instrument of the Honkai or whatever. I'm not sure if she becomes a Herscher or not. And we see the
So this
anti-entropy.
looks like the beginning.
Yeah, this is no, we're following. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Maybe.
there's a gap in what happens here and over there. So the anti-entropy are going to fight against this Honkai, and she is extremely powerful. All right, got it. I think that's it for this one. That was it for the introduction to the Honkai-verse. The history and the lore seems very interesting. I do like it, but there is I'm not a huge fan of characters being represented by cute girls, so I don't follow it that much unless the characters themselves are very good, which I can't comment on because I know nothing beyond this video.
For me, it completely breaks that immersion because it's not just that they're cute girls. It's how they're drawn. I mean, when I understand that this was a marketing thing, obviously to sell it as a video game, it kind of breaks that immersion for me.
But how else will they do it?
I don't know, man. It's like the story doesn't fit with the how the characters are designed, and
That is Japan for you.
I don't know. You have to get used to it, I guess. I don't know if I can get used to it.
See, look, think about
It's
it.
distracting.
Think about it this way, okay? It's a free-to-play game, okay? Then how will it monetize? Either it has gacha elements or it has those skins that you buy, right? Different variants of your favorite characters, like how it happens with Fate games,
No.
the free-to-play games.
No. I don't. I'm not saying that they should have changed this or anything.
They
I'm
would
just
not.
saying that
They would not have been able to make it a successful game.
Yeah, exactly. I understand that completely. I'm just saying this, because the story is so good. It's that good.
So we
that I
don't know about the
wish
characters,
that-
right? We
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know what if the characters are actually good. All right, that was it. I think I've understood pretty much all that they were trying to explain through this video. So it will help us figure out the cinematics, and hopefully when we see the cinematics, we'll get some idea of the characters because it wasn't really focusing on the characters. Right? You can't tell a character just by looking at some images about them. Like when you play
Yeah.
a game like this, you'll get more attached to the characters.
Yeah, take what I said with a grain of salt because I haven't played the game.
Don't
so-
take it with anything because you're just offering your opinion. You're not exactly reviewing the game.
Yeah, it's just offering my opinion. Come on, I can at least do that.
Yeah, I didn't say that. I said don't apologize for it.
Oh, okay. Obviously.
All right, that was it. Honkai-verse. We'll be looking at more cutscenes, cinematics with the context of this to help us understand it better. We did understand some of what Will of the Herrscher was. I'm pretty excited to see what more it has because I still have faith that the universe has. This story has a lot of potential, even though it's a free-to-play game. Because you guys, you keep saying that it's really good, so I'll believe in you. But that's it for this video. This will be so much difficult to edit. See you next time. Bye.